Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you are notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for the love and support. You all are super sweet. Thank you. So today we'll be talking something very important. And before we get into this video, I am going to say that if you are in Florida, please be very careful. You all already know what is going on in Florida and the rest of it. Just be very, very careful each time you go out. And then this video is about Black family who went to a restaurant to eat, and the receptionist, or like, the Hispanics that work there, ended up calling the cops on them. Why? Because the kids waved at them, and I don't know what they actually felt like that's waving was like, and they started interrogating the kids and the rest of it. And they called cops, and about 20 cops came, surrounded them. The wife is already having panic attack. The man is already like in fear. You all know the story about, the story of Black people and police. You all know that it is never a great story. So they were really like, the wife was seriously having a panic attack. And then I am asking, why did they call the cops on them? What happened? What did the kids do? Aside from saying hi to them and all that. Because I really don't understand this anti-Blackness and all that. People that came to eat in your restaurant and you ended up calling the cops on them and all that. And now, please, Florida is not a great place for melanated people to be. I have been saying this. This is not my first time of saying this. And I will keep saying it. Stay away from Florida. Florida is not good for Black people. I am advocating for Black people. I don't want to say other this thing, because they have people that advocate for them. Do not go to Florida. Florida is not a great place for you to be. And the whole thing is just like, the wife is like having panic attack. The man is, you can hear the voice. You can hear the fear in his voice. Click the link in the comment section. It's going to take you to the video. So step to the screen. I'm rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And shut up here.
It had to be my state. It just had to be my state. This is to every melanated person that's under the sound of our voice. Stay the fuck away from Florida. As soon as I possibly can, I'm getting the fuck up out of this bitch. The attack on Black and brown people, except for the Native Americans down there in like Okeechobee, Hollywood, on these Seminole Indian reservations, they don't fuck with them. But Black, Latino, the people that make Florida tick, the attack on us is real. And they're going to do any and everything they can to possibly destroy families, just cause chaos. This is why I say I don't trust Black politicians. Because as soon as that hit TikTok, that shit went viral. And every Black politician, whether Democrat or Republican, should have been at the sheriff's front door trying to figure this out, because that's against their constitutional rights, what they did. They didn't come up and say, hey, we got a call, this, that, another. No, they showed up in force, full body armor, ready to go. And we got to stand here, and two of us got to grab the mom and usher her out the door like she did something wrong to this child. But the child is actually clearly happy to be with the family. They were eating a meal. But welcome to the state of Florida. See, now I know that there's politicians that follow me, or that I follow, that I need answers. I need to know what county this is in. I need the Black Panther Party to be outside of the police station, the Hebrew Israelites. Where are these Black people that talk about we so blackly black, but where y'all at? This should have been hitting the Underground Railroad to put word out so we can get connections, we can get to my family a lawyer, we can. Why haven't we started organizing? This is making me sick. See, I cut both ways when I talk. I ain't just gonna talk about the politicians and the police officers that, weren't technically doing their job because they didn't come in there to de-escalate. They came in there with a show of force. I don't just talk about them. I talk about the black people that said that couldn't have been my family, because if we all one big family and that's supposed to went viral. That is supposed to be on CNN. That's supposed to be on Fox News.
I keep saying this, and I'm going to always say it. To all the good cops, I understand you can't do nothing. You're smack dead in the middle of an organization that can end up putting you in a situation to where someone will be presenting your mom or your wife or whatever a folded up flag. These type of actions, it's going to be a matter of time. It's going to be a matter of time. I know this sounds very mean, but at this point, the level of abuse by way of power that police officers are exercising, it's going to be a matter of time before y'all start falling down and someone's going to be presenting your family with a flag. Because that shit was uncalled for. And you've grown complacent and comfortable to cross way over a line that does not need to be crossed when it comes to a simple investigation.
Last night, a family went to Panera Bread to have dinner. Next thing you know, a Panera Bread employee calls the police because their son waved at them. She misinterpreted it as a distress signal. And then immediately, the family is being harassed and surrounded by 20 police officers. Where this happened, this is the phone number. Also, according to the parents' Facebook page, while the father was handcuffed and the mother was outside, the police took their eyes off the child, who wandered outside in the parking lot looking for his parents, and they had no idea where he was. The police totally disregarded the mother's state of emotion at that time in the middle of a panic attack and never contacted medical professionals. The hand gesture that the Panera Bread employee said she saw the 7-year-old make was this. However, the hand gesture for abuse is this, then this. The kid was waving. If you suspect abuse, there is a proper way to go about doing it. First off, you have to make sure that that is the sign that you received. And then the police officers should know how to come in and investigate without causing a scene, without harassing a family who is innocent until proven guilty. They surrounded this family with 20 police cars and then came inside and embarrassed them in the middle of their family dinner. Panera Bread, you have some answering to do.
This the problem. Y'all out here throwing up this and hearts and all types of fucking signs. And now the kids who watching y'all on TikTok is doing this shit in public places. Now parents, and I'm going to get to them in a second, unaware of what's going on, they in here in the restaurant ordering their food, about to get locked up while somebody else is interrogating their children. Okay. Now, she in there, when the cops approach, you don't know what to say to the cops. We as black folks whip out our phones and start playing the victim. Again, that's that Rodney King syndrome that I was telling y'all. I'm going to have that shit as a diagnosis since y'all diagnose everything the fuck else. Because y'all, instead of fighting and saying what you want, and he start giving, I'm giving a lawful command, then why aren't you saying, am I under arrest? What's my Miranda rights? And show me.
And they ask me why so serious? Yeah. Please, I encourage everyone to go back and look, watch, really pay attention to this video that I have just stitched. You know, it's very sad, it's very disappointing to see the level of hatred in America today. These police officers they're getting out of hand, and I can't say they're out of character, because for our community, this is their character. They just harassed this black family. traumatizing the kid, the mother, and the father. All because someone at that restaurant decided to call the police on them and make up a bunch of bullshit. That's one bad thing. The other bad thing is when the cops actually got there, they pretended like the kid was really in danger and the parents needed to be apprehended and handcuffed. Okay? They know the child is not in danger, okay? But instead, they pretend like the kid is in danger so they can disrupt this family and put fear and find a reason to unalive this black man and this black woman. You guys remember the Geechee Gullah tribe in Florida? The black people that fought against the American soldiers, the American government, they were outnumbered. The black people were outnumbered. The first war they had, they were outnumbered 400 to 1,000, and they still won. Okay? They still won this war. Why? Because they were genuinely fighting for their lives. Today our lives are still in danger. Only difference is we're not fighting. There's a time for passive aggressiveness, and then there's a time for vigilantism. Right now is about that time. Okay? These police, these law enforcement, these regular racist civilians, they're always going to find a way to justify unaliving us, calling the police on us. And when they send their police, the police, even if they find nothing wrong, they're going to find a way to arrest or unalive us because they are racist. And they have a legal right to unalive us. So with that being known, it's time for us, melanated, carbonated beings around the motherfucking world, not just here in the U.S., but around the world, from South Central to South Africa, from Jamaica to Haiti. It's time for us to form one unity, one power, if you will. It's time for us to say fuck it. Okay? You know, that Black Army shit. You know, raise your Kundalini. All you Bobby Hemmett fans out there, where you at? All you NFAC members? Are you Hebrew Israelites? Are you Crips and Bloods? You GDs and Vice Lords, I encourage you, stop unaliving each other. Stop unaliving each other. Let's get together and let's form a financial think tank. So then we can finance a power. A black army. We have enough of us.
And I am going to say that we really have to be very careful out there, especially with our children. It was just a normal wave that the child waved, and the next thing they called the cops on them, and like, can you imagine 20 cops? For what exactly? I mean, the whole thing is just like, you know, sometimes I'm trying to wrap my head around the whole thing because I don't understand. If there is something like, you know, you feel like there is something wrong going on, why did you not, like, you know, approach the parents like normal people and interrogate, ask questions? Why do they always come with threats and, like, you know, make them feel so scared for their lives and all that? Because you all had, like, you know, the video, I am going to leave it in the comment section so you all can check it out. You hear all, like, you know, you hear them already panicking. You can hear the panic in their voice. The wife already was having anxiety and the rest of it. And I don't know, but I think there are just like better ways to like, confront all this instead of coming to like, put fear and instill fear in them and make them like, make them panic because like they did not, it was not even like a friendly chat or interrogation. It's more like, man, we found out that you did this or you did like something really horrible or like you killed or like and we are here to like arrest you straight up. No, it was just a child that did something, and I am sure that that might like it might just be like normal waving and all that, because I learned that it was a Hispanic worker that called the cops. Yes, but then I just hope like they were able to resolve this without like much much putting so much fears and all that in black people, because like it's eyeing even like the very best. We already have like so many cases with the police like that are eyeing even going nice, like there are some cases police brutality and all that that makes people, especially black people, panic each time they see the cops because they don't know what they are expecting. So I do not blame them for always like panicking and the rest of it. I mean, the history is there. You know what I am saying. So just stay glued to, sorry, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for the support. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.